Hello everybody, welcome to Deja Vu Creations. I'm Nevaeh, and today we are going to be making this cute little jumper here. We are going to add some textures and stuff like that we will be, so that we can finish creating this. The only thing that I had noticed when I was holding this rose, which is an animation rose, it kind of broke right here in the elbow, but it can be a super easy fix. Even I may just see if it will fix if I take off this rose. So that's what I'm gonna end up doing. But anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead. Yeah, and see, it took it off. So it could have been that other animation that was attached to it. I don't know, but it still shouldn't have broke like that. But like I said, it can be an easy fix. But we are going to start off in Marvelous Design. So we will be moving over there to get started. And if you guys have any questions or anything like that about anything, just let me know down in the comments section below. I will try to reach back out with you as soon as I can. I don't know everything, but I will try to do the best I can to help you out, okay? All right, well, enjoy the video. Okay, guys, so this is the outfit that I kind of wanted to go by a little bit, but I decided to just do my own thing. I'm kind of gonna go by what this little picture that I have here, but I'm gonna just do my own thing. But anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with making the leggings, and we'll just go from there. Just kind of follow along the best that you can. And like I said, if you have any questions, just reach out with me. I'll try to help you work through this, okay? All right, enjoy. All right, now that we got the leggings on, we're just going to go ahead and start adding the upper part. We're just going to do a little at a time until we get the kind of like the same look here. It's not going to be exactly the same as the picture, but I'm going to try to do as close as I can and go from there. So I'm not going to make it as perfect, but I'm just going to have fun with it. You guys can, go with what you think, and, be creative. Don't be afraid. And if you make mistakes, you can go back and fix it. It's no big deal. That's what I do too. So, I mean, I make errors as well as I'm doing this. But I like to have fun, and I like to experiment with, different ways of making my outfits. Because that's what makes it unique, is that you're putting your own work into it. So just kind of, do your own thing, and then just follow along if you want. And, like I said, any questions, just let me know. All right. so sorry, guys. I was not recording this whole time. I thought I was, but I've made these two right here. What we done was, this is the bottom, this is the top. I just made two little squares. What I had done was I went and sewed for this top one for the cuff and this one for this cuff. That's all I did to make this. Alright guys, so what we're going to do, we're just going to make another cuff, just like what we did on this other sleeve. We're going to make another cuff for the upper part there. So give me a minute, let me adjust this here on the top before we start on the cuff. Let me just adjust these so it looks a little bit more better, more elegant. Okay, let me pull these up. And you may need to do some adjustments, that's fine. You can even make a little design in the between the breasts there and make it even look, you know, really cute there. But we're going to go ahead and do another set of cuffs for the upper part of the sleeve. So just do the rectangles. Give me 1 second. Okay, we're just going to copy and paste this. Copy and then paste. Mirror paste. This way it'll be already sewed. So don't copy and paste, just do copy and mirror paste. This way you have the same cuff and it's already kind of sewed. So yeah, it'll be sewed. So all you're just going to do is just bring it over. So give me 1 second. I'm going to kind of stretch these out just a little more so that it fits around the arm here, because it is going to go up higher. And we're just going to sew it to the sleeve here. I know it's confusing, just kind of like follow along. It's just this way you don't have to do extra work on sewing and all that. It's already sewed for you when you do that copy and mirror paste. And then once we get this all worked out here with this side of the sleeve, what we're going to do is do another copy and paste of the sleeve and the cuffs all together, and just copy and mirror paste, and we're just going to bring it to the other side. So I'll show you here in a second how we're going to do that. So let me get all these sewed up onto the sleeve, and then we'll do the copy and mirror paste of this sleeve. Okay, just kind of follow along and I'll show you how to do all this. Okay, now that we got the sleeve done on that side, let's just go ahead and copy and paste that sleeve. Copy and mirror paste, sorry. Mirror paste. We're just going to bring it to the other side. So, and you may have to go find it in Netherland because it seems to move. I don't know why when you do that, it takes it all the way out there to where you have to drag it all the way back over here. So now let me readjust everything. Okay. Okay, and make sure before you simulate this that it's correctly on the arm so it doesn't snag or like bundle up on the rig here. All right, guys. So now that I'm happy with the way everything looks, like I said, it's not going to be exactly the same as the picture, but I kind of got it to where I want it, and I'm happy with it. I can add the textures that I want to put on here, um, and you can add whatever texture you guys want. There's a lot of cute little fabrics and stuff out there that you can use. So just be creative and have fun with it. Also, before we export this, make sure we go into UV editor, which I will show you here in a little bit how to do that before we export the mesh. So we definitely will also want to save it to our garment history before exporting, because this way, if you want to come back in here and add different textures to your clothing and use it in one of your games, you can come back in here and retexture and then just export it back out without having to re-rig the whole mesh in Blender. You can just add the textures and go and just add it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the UV editor and put it, fix it all up here, and then we'll start adding what textures we want. Okay, and then I'll show you also how to add stuff in Photoshop here in a second too. All right. All right, we're going to make sure that we save our garment, and you always, always want to save your garment. Yes, I have a lot because I save all my stuff. This way I can come back in here and fix anything that I need to, if I have to. So, or if I want to add something to the garment. I mean, if I want to add a different little, maybe some type of piece or a little jacket to this, I can add it. So that's why it's very important to save it, because if you don't save it, it's going to be hard to bring it back into Marvelous Design. So it's best to always save your stuff. All right, we're going to go ahead and get ready to export this and save it into the folder that you want it to go into. Okay, now that we're done with Marvelous Design, we're going to start rigging this to our mesh to the rig here so that we can bring it into Second Life. I've already done all the steps with you before with how to do the rig on this. So just follow along, and if you don't remember, just go to one of my other videos and it'll show you how to do that. All right. Okay. All right, guys, since we know now that everything looks good, there's no rips and there's no like tears or anything that we're seeing. Everything looks really good. We're going to go ahead and go into Photoshop. I did retexture the garment, the mesh. And I brought it over here in Photoshop. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add some other textures to this so that it looks a little bit better. Okay, so let me let me find one real quick to go with this. I need something that's going to match it. Okay, so that I found this one here. I thought this was kind of cute. We're going to go ahead and shrink this down. Well, we're first going to get rid of all this white background, excuse me, so that only the picture is showing, because I want it to go right on the jean top there. So give me just a second. Let me get rid of all this. Okay. All right. Now we just need to shrink it down to fit on to the garment here. And you may have to, do a little bit of adjustments, but that's okay. We can definitely work with that. Now I am going to do a little bit of a blur on this. But first, let's go ahead and do a high pass on this so that we can make it more vibrant onto the garment. Okay. Okay, it's starting to look a little bit better. All right, now I definitely want to do a little bit more, so we're going to go here and we're just going to do a little bit more. Make it bring it out more, that red, so it goes along with the pattern here. Do vibrance. Oh yeah, this looks a lot better. All right, and you guys can add whatever you want to your garment in Photoshop or whatever other programs you guys may use to do that. So I'm just going to be doing this, and you guys can follow along if you like, and watch how I do everything. I'm just kind of blurring around the edges here to smooth it out. So that's what I'll be doing, okay? Okay, so I ended up trying to do a little bit different, like a texture to the belt area that I have here, because this is where I made the belt. Um, and I tried this texture and I realized that this texture wasn't what I was looking for, and it didn't go well with the outfit. So I do end up changing it, but this is why I say, you know, test it before you bring it all the way into Second Life. So that's a good part about when you do Photoshop texturing. You can test it on the avatar before bringing it in to see if it looks good. And yeah, I don't like this one, so I do go in and rechange it into Photoshop to a darker red, so it matches more with the sunglasses on the top there. Okay, guys, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I really do hope you enjoyed watching it. If you have any questions, just leave your comments down below. Have a great night.